Hi everyone, Rukmani Kaur. I'm a divine channel, spiritual teacher, and medium. So I have a message from higher realms of consciousness, and this is an extension of the previous video I uploaded. So check that out first. So the message is that as we are light beings, we are holding the vibrations, the very strong vibrations of the pillars, the new pillars of the earth. And in order to think about this, imagine or visualize in a way the dimensions, right? So we're in the third dimension, and there's the fourth and there's the fifth. So if here's the third dimension and here are the pillars on the fourth dimension, and there's right here the fifth. So the pillars, there's so much energy circulating around us because we're holding this vibration so strong. So they can pass through us, they can pass around us, and they might even like intertwine with our own energy and they exit. So the very important message about this is to question, like, so if you're feeling completely fine 1 second and the next second you have like anxiety or anger, question it. Be like, where is this coming from? Is this in me, or am I feeling something else? Because what happens is in the fourth dimension, it's the collective. All the feelings that are happening throughout the world and have been happening, in the human existence, is there. So there's always something trying to, in a sense, interfere or more coming into your field, that it might not be you, but then you think it's yours. So as we are standing strong and being this very important, because this is a very important job, these pillars holding the new grid of the earth, there are many things that will come to you and around. Not necessarily exactly to you, but because everything is moving around, it might interfere a little bit or coming to your field. It might have you believe that it's yours. So it's very, very important to question it and be like, is this me? Where is this coming from? And tune inwards and listen to the divine message, listen to your intuition, because you will be able to tell with practice if it doesn't happen right away, that if it's yours or if it's not. For example, I was writing and doing some things, and next thing I know, I went to grab some water and I felt so anxious, and within me I felt like something was about to freak out, and doesn't like me. So I was like, what is going on? And I went outside and I talked to my boyfriend and I said, I just need to move through me this, because I have no idea what's going on. This is how I'm feeling. And then I sat with it and I just allow it to speak through me. And what was happening, I was being shown something else, that it wasn't mine. Something in the world. Okay, in a sense it's mine, but not like at the specific moment in time. And so it's very important, to tune in and to question that and let it speak, rather than, because I could have had the option of like completely freaking out. But then I was like, wait a second, I was completely fine. So what is happening right now? And then it just moved through me, So now the other question was, so before I go into that message, remember, keep in your mind at all times that if you are struggling, especially now that most of us are in quarantine, if you have anxiety or depression and something is moving through you, it's meant to move out of you so the new can come, right? So that all has to like go somewhere else with gratitude and love, and then the new can come in, which it will be like part of your gifts, right? Your gifts, being more in tune with who you truly are, or your purpose, what you came here to do. And then there are many high vibrational beings pretty much kind of like, in a sense, in waiting, right? Waiting time in order for somebody else to call them and work with them. Like I seem like imagine them, this is what is coming through. Imagine that they are like around the earth, just looking down into the earth, just waiting. I'm like, come on, I want somebody, like, let me work with you, allow me to like guide you and share these messages with you. And then somebody on the earth be like, hey, yes, higher self or a very high guide, come work with me. Like, I want your service. I like for you to like speak through me or send some messages to somebody else, because they will guide you. You know, they have been waiting for a long time for this time around to come, to guide you into to tune in into higher realms of consciousness, and at the same time to tune inwards into yourself and get to know you, because your guide will help you accelerate your growth. Yes. Okay. The other message was that it's very important to rest, even though some of us might be resting, you know, like I was saying, the quarantine situation. Some of us might be, or some of you might be getting anxious, or like you have to do so many things at the same time, because otherwise you don't even know what to do, and you are unsure, have to just be still. And the thing is that there's so many energies coming into the earth right now that are activating things in your DNA. Your DNA is changing constantly, whether you're feeling it or not. If you're very sensitive, you probably are feeling it at this moment, and you might be getting into trances and also cracking, you know. So if your body starts to crack, sometimes in videos my body just does this and it cracks, it's good, you know, it's a very good sign that something is opening up, something is being moved, and then you are going higher. But in order for you to continue to experience elevated states of consciousness, your body must rest, you know. So this is something completely new to your body if you haven't been getting this kind of messages or receiving this intuitively. It needs to rest, you know, because it's very intense for the physical body and is trying to calibrate itself. So take time to rest, take naps, and also ask your physical body, you know, like, what do you want to do right now? Do you want to exercise? Do you want to chill? You want to read? Because what happens is that most of the time, I'm just saying in general, right? Especially when somebody has that routine of working out consistently, and then they can't go to the gym, they might start to work out intensely at home. And, you know, it's okay. You know, working out is great for the physical body. But if your body is exhausted and it doesn't want to work out and you continue to work out, that is the ego driving. So ask it, because your physical body is super duper intelligent. And if you tune in with intelligence of the physical body, you can work together, which is honestly super fascinating. So, and I'm talking also from experience, because I used to be such a workout junkie. And I was completely overworking my physical body, and I would reach points where we pooped out and I couldn't do anything for days. So now I ask my body, do you want to work out? Do you not? You know, so tune in into that and allow it to rest. The other thing is drink water. Drink tons of water. Even if you feel that you're not doing much, it is very good to keep your body hydrated because of all the changes that are coming through. This is super duper important. Now, the very last thing is that begin to ask yourself. It's so funny how everything is so linked, because my friend Marie, like I mentioned in the previous videos, did a live channeling about this. Begin to ask yourself questions of like, why is this person in my life? Is this person helping me get higher? Is this person elevating me? Or am I just keeping this person around because of my ego and because I'm scared of letting that go? Because as you continue to go higher and higher in your path of self-realization, many friends that you had before, including best friends, will kind of go like, phew. And it's okay to let it go, you know, as in like trusting the flow of your own divinity, trusting the journey, because if they come back, they were meant to come back. If not, you know, they serve their purpose. They really serve their purpose, and then you're going into a different direction. Doesn't mean that they're not in their path. We all are, but you know, your path are just going differently. So yes, that is it. Another thing, one last thing. So when you begin, if you haven't started yet, begin to work with higher beings. There's an important message that they said this morning, and yesterday about portals. So opening up portals is part of us, you know, as we are unlimited beings. So if you start to feel energy in your hands, let that energy speak and let it move, you know, because sometimes the mind can be like, hey, I'm doing this and I have no idea why I'm doing this. However, there is something coming through you to help you in your path. So if you just let the energy circulate and move around, it will start to tell you. Perhaps you will begin to, some of you might begin to write light language with your hands in the air, or you can begin to like open portals. And it's very, very important to just let it move, you know. Of course, like I was saying, there could be that questioning of like, am I doing this? Am I crazy? You're not crazy, first of all. And you are doing it with the guidance of something even higher, in a sense. So let it move, you know, let it move and experience with that. This is all about how you move the energy, how you work with the energy, and how you let it speak through you, how you interpret it. And then in this way, you will also guide others to do the same, because like I was saying in the previous video, this is a preparation time, especially because most of us are at home and working on ourselves or working on something else. But this is a time to continue to expand our consciousness and continue to expand our gifts. One last thing that is coming through is be curious. Be curious about your abilities. Be curious about like why you're here and your purpose. Be curious about how you can connect with like your higher self or other guides. It's just doing that. And it will come, honestly, it will come. If you truly want that experience, if you truly want that guidance, it will come to you, because that's all they need. That's all your higher self needs. So that's all a higher vibrational being needs in order to come and speak through you or for you and to you. So be curious and expand. Just expand, expand, and expand. Okay, so I think that's it. Yes, okay, that's it. So thank you so much for listening. Please like my video, share it, subscribe to my channel, help me spread the message. And I'm here for you if you need anything, a comment, or I'm just one little message away. So I love you so much. Many, many blessings, and I'll see you next time.